I am a Bedouin from Wadi Rum. This is my home and the place where I have gained my hopes and morals. It is the source of my knowledge and the inspiration for my principles and traditions. It is the origin of literature, poetry, and art. Those who see it are awed by the beauty and mystery of this desert. This is what has inspired me to write the story of Wadi Rum, with its sacred past, striking nature, and the diverse people who have lived here. Before there was writing, nature told the story, carving and sculpting out this beautiful land.
Going back over 30 years of studying desert landscapes, I have to say that Wadi Rum to me is the desert landscape. If we look around the world, there are many types of desert landscape, from canyons to mountains to great sand seas, but Wadi Rum is the iconic, the archetypal riverine landscape, the Wadi landscape that typifies not just the Arabian desert, but deserts worldwide. We have seen within the World Heritage Programme increasing inscription of landscapes typical of different geologies, for example, karstic landscapes. But there's great interest now, particularly in sandstone landscapes. And it is also important in the context of defining and complementing and completing the World Heritage List for arid landscapes and for geological landscapes as well.
The mountains and sands of Wadi Rum bear witness to its past and link the Bedouin to life in the desert. Guests who look upon this vast space, with its sizzling days and bitterly cold nights, may be surprised by the richness of life found here.
رم يتواجد فيها تنوع كبير في البيئات والموائل الموجودة والمتاحة للحيوانات والأنواع النباتية الموجودة في المنطقة. هذا التنوع كان نتيجة لتفاوت الارتفاعات وبالتالي تفاوت درجات الحرارة وكميات هطول الأمطار ما بين الجبال الشاهقة وما بين الوديان الموجودة.
We Bedouins have a special relationship with this desert. We know it well and are one with it. For us, Wadi Rum is an open-air library of images and writings, through which we have traced the history of our ancestors and the caravans that have passed through here.
The site of Wadi Rum has an exceptional cultural value. It records unique testimonies on the rocks of petroglyphs and of inscriptions. The first ones dating from the Neolithic and probably maybe previous area, i.e. 9000 BC and maybe slightly before, with a great variety of rock art, evolving into North Arabian scripts. Tamudic, Safaitic and other have themselves evolved into Arabic, and it's like an open-air museum and library of unique value. The site is also unique testimony of the continuous presence of human communities and adaptation to arid and desert environment.
There are stories in this wadi that are larger than the imagination and more spiritual than what scientific evidence of archaeology and inscriptions can reveal. These divine stories portray human behavior and have given meaning and value to our existence.
We have today scientific evidences that it corresponds to Iram, which is a site mentioned in the Holy Quran. Inscriptions that have been surveyed and found in Wadi Rum show without doubt that Iram and the people of Ad were located in the current area of Wadi Rum.
The link between the inhabitants of Wadi Rum and this desert land is powerful. and they have held onto their heritage throughout their time here. In his book, The 7 Pillars of Wisdom, referring to a visit to Rome, Lawrence of Arabia said, "Our little caravan grew self-conscious and fell dead quiet, afraid and ashamed to flaunt its smallness in the presence of stupendous hills." During that time, Wadi Rum witnessed and was a part of the shaping of modern Jordan and the actions of its great leaders.
Wadi Rum, described by the late astronaut James Irwin, visiting the site with the late King Hussein back in 1975 as the closest thing on Earth to what Colonel Irwin saw on the moon. What a description. And also a great quote of the late King Hussein, that these heritage and cultural sites are for humankind, for mankind, and not for us Jordanians. We are only the custodians who are to keep and preserve these heritage sites.
The vision of His Majesty really to protect the environment and to save the cultural, natural heritage for generations to come. That's why the Commissioner for Environment obtained the veto power so that he could stop any project, even if it was economically feasible, but not environmentally sustainable. So you have a regulation that maintains this aspect of natural heritage with the help of the local community.
An old myth claims that Wadi Rum enchants those who inhabit it, so they cannot leave it or stand being away from it. Those who visit are also bound to come back.
ما في ناس يحافظوا على المنطقة أكثر من أهلها، لأنهم عاشوا فيها من أيام جدادنا حافظوا عليها وأولادهم، بعدين إن شاء الله إحنا راح نحافظ عليها، لأن شيء أكيد إنه ما راح حد يخاف على المنطقة أكثر من أهلها.
وجو كثير ناس زارونا وشافوا العادات الكويسة المميزة فينا اللي هي الكرم والضيافة والأصالة وحسن المعاملة. أهل المنطقة مستحيل إنسان يخرب داره، يعني هذا بيتنا، هذا وادي رم يعتبر بيتنا كنا يا البدو.
Wadi Rum is recognized as a unique destination for visitors globally. That's why USAID's tourism project is committed to supporting the long-term sustainability of the site. In 2010, for example, we'll be working with the protected area to update its management plan for improved conservation and helping enhance the management of the visitor center and the 4x4 tours. We feel that our work will help the site, will help the people, and will help the government meet Millennium Development Goals.
All of my tribe are still here, as am I. I am writing to you from a towering mountain that overlooks Wadi Rum. This desert is our home, our legacy, and we want to share it with the world in true Bedouin generosity and hospitality.